wonder, should a believer only use a Christian counselor, and how, valid concerns in terms of their advice could have you do things that are unbiblical. Like one comment came in right after the show saying, "Oh, I have a friend who's going through a rough patch in his marriage, and his secular counselor or non-Christian counselor told him to get a divorce." And so what do you do?
Well, in some circumstances, whether they're Christian or not, that actually could be a piece of Christian advice. Like, there are biblical reasons people can be divorced.
Yeah. Would you say, well, yeah.
Many people would say, like, a physically abusive relationship
Yes,
where the
that's
person refuses to stop. Any licensed counselor would tell you to leave, and any self-respecting Christian would tell you to leave.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I know people always go to, adultery. But yes, your safety is important. David, what's up? Even though you're Team Brian, see how I'm being nice to you? Being nice. Danella says, good morning, family. Miss Anita's here. Woohoo! David said, go with your convictions. But I can see, and I've heard of people saying, be careful. You're like opening up your soul. It's different to surgery or your dentist. You're going places with this medical professional. So if they're not Christian, I've even heard some people saying, in terms of spiritual warfare and how you open it's a space where you're opening yourself up. You don't know where this person's been, what they believe in, So what do you do with that, with those concerns?
Don't check your brain at the door or your faith.
But you're still vulnerable. You're making yourself vulnerable.
Sure.
In a special way with mental health. You're sharing your soul.
And if they ask you to do something unbiblical, don't do it.
But you don't think it makes you vulnerable to other things, like spiritual influences?
I don't think a licensed professional counselor, the vast majority of them, let's put it this way. Are there bad ones out there? Of course there are. Every profession has them. But a real professional is not going to ask you to question your core beliefs. And if they do, leave. If a doctor asks you to do something crazy, don't do it. I mean, goodness sakes, you still have a brain in your head.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandmother, when she was going through the last decade or so of her life, she had a really great physician. And remember, when you're dealing with geriatric care, there's some complicated, more morally based decisions that come in as your end-of-life care. He was a Muslim. Did a great job.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I still love Jesus, so did she.
Even now that you bring that up, and this is but the hospice, there are some spiritual elements to the hospice care. And like your counselor, my dad had to go through hospice, so that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. They're very respectful of whatever it is that you do or you feel like you need to do, very open. So we wouldn't be like, no, you can't, because we put
and now we will pray Hindu prayers and burn incense.
Right, they don't.
No, we're not.
Exactly.
But they wouldn't do that.
They would not.
A professional wouldn't do that. And if someone does that, and they're a professional, they have licensure, report them.
Yes. David says, take the advice and seek God. Look at David. You're so smart. You sound like Brian. Don't get a big head. But Gary, on the other hand, says, good morning, y'all. Team Brian rock, and so doesn't Jannelle. Wow, Gary. How has the scripture informed your opinion? How has the Bible led you to make that comment? You like that, Brian? Look at me. Being Brian. What's up, Angie? Are we on YouTube? Am I ignoring people on YouTube? Okay. See? Honor system. And so, look who's talking, though. I pick up the phone during overtime. Mike says, true, Brian, except the unsaved counselor doesn't have the spiritual understanding of what we believe. Better to find a good Christian counselor.
The only thing I would adjust in that, Mike, is that to me, a good Christian counselor is somebody with the proper licensure. Like, if I recommend, if you can, go to a really great Christian doctor. But don't go to a Christian doctor with no medical training. That would be what we call, in this business, stupid.
Or there are some that are just not a good fit. They got all kinds of license, and they're not
So find somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's logical in life, but A good Christian counselor will have proper clinical training to do what they're doing.
Gary says the way the Bible informs his opinion is loving my neighbor. Wow.
Wow.
Angie says, yes, make sure the licenses is intact. Mary, woo! Mary's back. Woo! Let's go visit Mary. I'm going to go to your Facebook page, Mary. What's up? She's in Akron, and she's from West Salem, in case everybody was wondering. Okay, Mary, let me see. And I'm so glad to have you back. It's been a while. She likes ballroom dancing. She collects books. Figure skating. Brian can't even, put skates on. You're amazing. You like baseball, healthy cooking. Woo for healthy cooking.
Yeah.
Love healthy cooking with meat. And she loves her mom. So cool, Mary. Welcome back. Hold on. Danella says, I think it's bigger than having you go against your beliefs. As a counselor myself, slow down, Brian, I truly believe that science backs up biblical principles. I try to align myself with like-minded individuals. So she's a top fan. Whoa, look. Thank you. You got a comma in your name. Brian can't even touch you. Hold on. You didn't even know that. And she's on my team. Whoa, Danella, you're amazing. Thank you.
I'll say it again.
Drop the mic.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Thank you. Chief Marketing Officer at Media Solutions. She's Danella, LLC. Thank you.
That's limited liability.
I know. I thought it was like licensed professional. Oh, man. You're still awesome, Danella. She says, I had tons of licensed Christian counselors that were bad for me. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I went to one. It was horrible. But she's licensed and she's amazing to other people.
Yeah, and I've had a good experience with a person. I don't think she's a Christian.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you that. Do you ask them? How do you find a Christian? Do people put it on their thing?
I don't know. Not really.
Because you can miss out on an awesome one that just decided, I'm not going to put that on my description. It's not.
Well, there's a place in Shaker Heights, I think it's called the Center for Evidence-Based Therapy. So what? As in, we're not just going to sit there and have you lay on a couch and tell us how you feel. We practice evidence-based therapy that we will help you with things that have been proven to work. Does that sound like something you want to do? Yeah. Me? It does for me.
It could, for some people, sound anti-Christian, just so you know.
Well,
I mean, it could.
If Michael Rodelnik was here, what would he say?
I don't know.
Forget about it. No, I don't know what he would say about this stuff.
Oh, wait. She's laughing at Brian. I would laugh at Brian, too, Danella. Good job. Look at you.
Maybe she just thinks I'm funny, not laughing at me.
Funny looking. Oh.
Well.
Oh, you can say like my mama. Yes, mommy.
He
talks about you all the time.
I do not think your mom is funny looking. How dare you imply that your mom is funny looking?
He says your mama all the time. Danella.
Milagros.
Danella. He says that.
Milagros Reyes.
Yeah, now
es
you
bonita.
Danella says, I don't.
You're just gonna go right past that? What just happened?
Oh, please. Oh, he spoke Spanish. She says, I don't tell people I'm a believer, but what we love always shows through. I'm wondering still, though, how people find one. One killed. Oh, look.
There are organizations that advertise themselves as Christian counseling practices.
Okay.
And they have people that work there that are licensed. That's a thing.
Well, I knew that's a thing, but then I'm thinking, what about awesome ones that just didn't label themselves like, oh, I'm a Christian counselor?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy. Danella keeps laughing at you. Wow, that's awesome. Good job. Theola's here. Miss Theola, woo! You were right this week about something. I remember because Brian said, just because you're older, and then he put, good job, Miss Theola. You remember?
What are you trying to do?
You remember? Thank you. You're always walking around like you know everything. You don't know nothing. Look, 2 people shared. Let's see who the awesome... Oh, I can't tell. Yes, so... Mental health is important, and Mike says Focus on the Family has a huge network of counselors you can access.
That's great.
My mom, I think, used them years ago with my dad, and they do around the country, but it's not over the phone. I thought they were pretty good. But it's cool. Yeah, that's thank you for sharing that, Mike. So Brian, what are you gonna do today? Oh wait, hold up. Guys. So Brian did exercise. He exercised this week. He exercised. Aren't we proud of him? I want Team Jannelle to give him a round of applause. Woo! Yeah. So tell us about it. Yeah, that is crazy. He's sore. He was sore yesterday. Still sore today. Let's hear about it. Go ahead.
My wife is the soccer coach of my third grade son's soccer team, and they had a parent versus kid like final event for the season soccer game, and she said I have to play. So I played.
Was running.
I was
Wow.
Yeah, I was running, I was sprinting,
Yeah.
I was kicking.
How long did this last? Because you didn't answer that question on Monday.
How long was what last?
That the run, like you running.
I was in almost the whole game.
So
Like it was like an hour.
Whoa! No wonder you're sore, man. So did it make you think like, wow, I should be more active?
No. Do you think feeling like this makes me want to do more?
It actually does. That feeling is the bomb. I guess not though.
So hurting is
It's
the bomb.
sore.
Can I come punch you in the arm and you go, ooh, I like that.
It's sore.
Do it again.
Man, did you see Right Dowling?
That's the bomb.
Dr. Right Dowling checked us. Well, stop talking about hitting each other. Didn't you feel like a little kid when he did that?
Yeah, well,
Dude.
I am a little kid sometimes.
You talk about you gotta punch me. How come you didn't say that at 8 o'clock? Punch me? Wow.
Well, you like pain.
No, it's
And
not
you
that.
said it makes
You've
you wanna do
worked out.
more of whatever it
You've
is.
worked out, right?
Yeah.
When you work out and you're not sore, doesn't it feel like, oh man, I wanted to kind of...
Yeah.
What's the purpose of pain? Go ahead, tell me.
It's
When-
like an achiness.
It's
not like you're in
achy.
pain.
Yeah.
You're like,
He knows you're supposed to feel it now.
And then the
Do you
next
see
day
what
you
she's
feel
doing?
so good.
She won't answer the question because she knows it's going to disprove her point. What's the purpose of pain? Why is it designed?
To let you know that something's wrong.
You should stop
Yeah.
doing whatever it is.
Supermom, what's up, Supermom? I see you.
And then she just changed the subject.
On YouTube, I gotta make sure I say hi. Listen, so it's achiness, and so when you work out and you're achy
Tomato, achy, pain.
Wow, you can tell you don't work out. It's like you don't.
I can tell you don't work out.
Oh, you got something to say about my mama? Say it now.
Why do you keep bringing up
I know.
Milagros?
Cause I know you.
Milagros leches. Es bonita.
Wow, why did like that's really you made it sound Italian. Milagros Regis.
You don't think your mom's pretty?
Mommy
Beautiful.
is very pretty actually.
Then why don't you agree with me when I say that?
Mommy's rocking her silver hair.
So are you.
So awesome. I am no, but she's
Your
like
edges
it's
are
tight.
a little-
Danella, what's up, Danella? Again, she says, wait, hold on. Brian, stop. Wait. She says, Angie, NAMI has mental health counseling. They also have Christian counselors on board. Great to know. Carol says, good morning. Angie says, it also lets you know something's working. Pain is sometimes that indicator.
Angie, stop talking.
Thank you, Angie.
We gotta go.
Thank you.
We gotta go.